Hello, you all. Welcome back to my channel. This is Sheba, and I'm on here to share some cards that I created. Well, just two cards actually that I created for hashtag SatMoreMakes that is hosted by Jillian Norwood here on YouTube. And if you don't know, or if you do know, or if you don't know, that collab hosted by Jillian Norwood, which is hashtag SatMoreMakes, is where you can create anything, any project that you want to share that is art related, and you will share it here on YouTube, Instagram, or Facebook. And then you also have Two Crafters One Design that's hosted by Melissa, who is Mo Creations, Lisa, who is UCY Mediva, and Gloria, who is Girliest Cards, also here on YouTube. This theme, they have a theme every week, and this theme is bird. So I have a bird die that I purchased from Impression Obsession. So I wanted to go ahead and play with that. So I was glad that they came out with that theme for this week. And then also I am participating again in hashtag Snowman in January that is hosted by Nancy, who is Handy Scandy here on YouTube as well. So I have all the ladies' links in the description box down below. In case you're not subscribed or you've never heard of them before, whatever the case may be, you can go over and check out their channel and see what they created and let them know that I sent you. So I also want to thank all of my new and my current subscribers for being a part of my channel. And I thank you all so much for the comments. I enjoy reading all y'all comments. I try to stay on top of it, but sometimes I get a little behind, but I do, for the most part, try to stay on top of my comments and just, kind of chat with you all in the comments. So, yeah, so let me go ahead and get started and share with you all what I use, and then I'll share with you all the cards I created. And I hope that y'all are staying warm because it is cold outside. Oh, my goodness. When working from home, I never really go out unless I really have to, but for the most part, I'm at home. So when I do go out, not realizing how cold it is, oh my goodness, it just hits me a whole different way. But anyway, let me go ahead and share with you all these items that I use. So first off, I'm gonna just share with you all. I've been really enjoying playing with Tim Holtz products lately. So I've been purchasing, things here and there that's Tim Holtz related. But I did purchase this Distressed Frosted Crystal. It's a translucent embossing powder. I should have gotten the white, like Ranger embossing powder so you can actually see it on the card. But, in person you can actually see it. It's just kind of, like I said, it's translucent. But I did use this. And then I also enjoy playing with the Distress Spritzes. So I used a vintage photo on one of my cards. And then I also used the weathered wood on another card. And then I did use a little bit of the Nuvo glitter drop, and this is in the Winter Blizzard. And then I used some Distress ink and tea dye. And then also used Distress Oxide and Walnut Stain. And then Distress Oxide and Speckled Egg. And then I also used, because I've been enjoying playing with other mediums, so I did use the Tim Holtz watercolor pencils. So from this set right here, I believe I used the Chips Sapphire. I think that's one I used. No, I used Victorian Velvet from this set. And then this set right here, I used the Blueprint Sketch. Yeah. So yes, I used the Blueprint Sketch from this set. So those are the other items I use besides what I'm going to share with you all. So from the Tim Holtz Mr. Frosty, I did use just this part. I just stamped out this part of this tree branch right here. So that's what I did. I didn't stamp this part, just the lower part. I stamped that out. And then also from Studio Light, I did use like the little star constellation stamp. And I use this one right here with the stars. And then I use this one right here as well. So yes, I use that. And then this is the die that I use from Impression Obsession. As you all know, Impression Obsession has closed their doors, so no longer exists. But this die that I purchased when they had their sale before they closed is designed by Anna White, and it's called Spring Bird. So I use that, and as you guys can see the card at the bottom, here is the card that I created using that Spring Bird die created by Anna White. And so I did just, ink the background with the speckled egg Distress Oxide ink. So just distressed, ink the back of my cardstock that's layered on top of some blue cardstock to kind of go along with the bird that I, you know, watercolored in blue. And then here's those stamps from Studio Light that I stamped. Here's like the little cancellation. Here's the other little, the little circle one that I use as well. And then this one right here, I just stamped this one first and then I stamped that on top. So I did that on both sides. And then the cancellation stamp on both ends. And then I don't know if you can see in the camera now, but I use just another little snowflake die. And I heat emboss it with this translucent frosted crystal embossing powder. So I don't know if you can see it or not. Yeah, probably so. And then I did use the distressed spritz and the weathered wood and just did a little distressing or a spritz on the card. And then I also used a Nuvo glitter drop in the Winter Blizzard to kind of put some like sparkle to the branches of the stamp there. And then this is, I didn't pull this die out, but this is a die from My Creative Time. And then this is a stamp from that says Winter Wishes. Is from, I think it's from a Woodware or Creative Expression stamp, but I just stamped Winter Wishes here. And that is that card. And I also distressed the edges with the walnut stain ink. So yeah, and then I went around the little stitching marks on the bird with the Jelly Roll pen. And I think that's pretty much it. That's the card. I didn't do anything to the inside. You know, it says Winter Wishes. It could be a birthday card, you know. So yeah, so I think it turned out really cute. This little bird was so much fun to put together. So yeah, so that is that card right there, you all. And then, and I was going to say too, I didn't have any like just 65-pound blue cardstock. I thought I did, but I didn't. So I just used 100-pound cardstock that I already had in my stash. And so that's what I used for the background. And then just layered the card front on top of that. So yeah, so that's that. And then for the next card, and that's for the bird theme for hashtag 2Crafters1Design. And then for the next one for hashtag, I'm getting these hashtags all mixed up, you all, so bear with me. Hashtag Satmore Makes, and also Snowman in January 2025. This was the card I created for that. So this is the Creative Expressions dates from the past. And so I used this paper, whatever this says. I used that one. And then I also used the 13th July, or JUIL is what it says, 1922. So I used that. And then I was just going through my paper pads, and I forgot I actually have this paper pad from Tim Holtz. So I used to use some pages from this paper pad. This is an older paper pad too. But I had never used it before, and like I said, I forgot I even had it. So yes, I used that. And then from My Creative Time, I used the XOXO border frame die. I just used this one right here. And then I also used, you know, as I showed you, the vintage photo dispersed spritz. And I think that's it. And then the paper from the paper pad. So the stamp that I used, I was going through my stamps and I found this one. And this one is called Snow Angel by Serendipity. I got it from Impression Obsessions a couple of years ago. Forgot I even had it, you all. So yeah, so this is my first time using this stamp, which was very, very easy to color up. So here is a card that I created using that stamp. Very, very simple. So this is just some paper from that Tim Holtz paper pad I just shared with you. I'm just kind of trying to keep it neutral. So this paper has like some really muted like writing in the background. And then this paper right here was just like a light sagey green color. And so, and then I just cut out some white watercolor paper to stamp my image with the XOXO border die. And then I kind of did the background with the, what is this? The tea dye? Yeah, tea dye. And then went around the edges just a little bit with the walnut stain. And then I did color this up with the Tim Holtz watercolor pencils. So, and then I also use the tea dye to color like up the body of the snowman. since it's kind of like a wood looking type of snowman. So I use the T-dot for that. And then I use the watercolor pencils for the scarf and the mittens and the star. And then the little greenery on the hair, or on top of the head rather, and the little berries. So that's what I use the watercolor pencils for. And then I did some little spritzing with the vintage photo. And I did use the Nuvo glitter drops in the Winter Blizzard to go around the wings. And then I also just took some light blue, and I think I used this one right here. This light blue, which is, no, that's not the one I use. Let me see. I use this one. This one is the Tumble Glass. So I use a Tumble Glass right here to go around the wings, just to kind of give some, since it's a snowman, I just kind of did the blue around the wings and around the face of the ginger. Oh, not the ginger, guys. Oh my God, the snowman. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna get it together, you guys, I promise you. So yeah, so I layered the paper, then I took another paper that has some writing on it, and I just kind of cut it and put it down the center, and then layered this on top of that. And that's pretty much what I did. And like I said, I just distressed the edges just a little bit, and then use that vintage photo distress spritz from Tim Holtz. I didn't do anything to the inside or the back, just did my card front. So those are the 2 cards I created for hashtag hashtag 2 Crafters 1 Design, and then hashtag Snowman in January 2025. That's hosted by Nancy, who is Handy Scandy. And then this is also, you know, including, both of these are also included for the hashtag Satmore Makes, hosted by Jill Norwood. And if I didn't mention, these little pieces right here on the feather of the bird, they do actually come out, but I left them in there just to give it some added detail to the wings. So yeah, that's what I did there. So those are my 2 cards, again, that I created for hashtag Satmore Makes, hashtag 2 Crafters 1 Design, and also hashtag Snowman in January 2025. Again, I will have all the ladies' links to their channels in the description box down below. I hope that y'all enjoyed my share of my cards I created for this week. I do want to thank you all so much for watching. You all have a great rest of your weekend. Try to stay warm, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye-bye, you all.